Hey everyone, welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will. This is episode 402. Got a special guest this afternoon. Got my older cousin by the name of Antwoine Brown, and he's going to share a few things about his condition and bring y'all some awareness about what he go through and just how he adjusts to it and how he overcame it, because I consider him a survivor. We've been just like, he's like my brother more than my cousin, so I'm gonna let him speak and give his thoughts and whatever he likes to talk about.
Uh, what's up, family? Um, what's up, audience? I don't normally do this, so excuse me. But I just wanted to share, like, I was diagnosed at, I think I was 27.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 36 now, and it's kind of, it just started happening rapidly. It was fast. It was like a rapid decline. And if I didn't have the support team that I had, I don't think it'll be way worse right now. But when you're going through stuff like this, it's very important to have a support team of people that you trust and people that you love. And it's funny that I used to have, I don't know, 100 people around me. Let's just, for example, um, I had to shorten that up. Uh, you could take a hundred pennies and make $1. You can still make that same dollar with 4 quarters in a sense. So like my friends change, families change, everything changed when you can't do what you used to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I'm taking it day by day. I'm a single father. And I'm still a single brother.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of hard having a 16-year-old that I can't get up and body slam. But I'm still doing it. So you got hard to give me a specific question. I
Oh,
don't really
sure,
know.
I got you, man. And like pretty much what everybody will want to know was, like, how did you know something wasn't right? And just from like the early stages, like, did you like had just pain and you was just like, what is this? And like, what the hell is going on? Like,
To be honest, my balance came first. Like, I would get off of work, pick my son up, and I remember my mom asked me one time. She she said, "Have you been drinking?" I was like, "Well, no." She was like, "Well, it looked like you've been drinking. You stumbling, And I was like, "Whatever." And I kind of blew it off. And then my manager asked me one day, it was like, "Tomorrow, you right?" And that's when I really was like, "Okay, let me figure it out." So I went to have a MRI, and that's when, like, the doctor came in there with some tissue in a laptop and a pamphlet, and I kind of glanced at the pamphlet, and it said multiple sclerosis. I'm like, nah, that must be for the lady or whoever next door.
mm-hmm.
And she handed me the pamphlet. Then she handed me the box of tissue like I was about to break down or something. But I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was a major blow, and so it was basically balance and pain that sent me to figure it out or try to investigate.
Wow. I know that's really crushing news, man. Because especially when you're young, you just kind of feel like because you was an athlete. You was doing big things back at the shoot at the Hill, South Middle School, Jerome, and all that stuff. So it was just kind of like your life flash before your eyes when you get some news like that, because it's really life altering, and that's why I just always try to tell everyone, you have to be appreciative of the things that you are still able to do on your own, and it's just we take a lot for granted. Sometimes I take a lot for granted when I'm able to get up. I'm able to, work a job and just little stuff, man. And just because of you and stuff, I was able to get some gratitude and found some appreciation just with my life, man. Because anything can change in an instant.
Right, right. And you're right. People do take a lot of stuff for granted. The smallest stuff, going to the mailbox, uh, just going outside, period, just without help. Um, walking to the refrigerator, um, just the smallest stuff you take for granted. And to be honest, I got people that come clean my house, but I wish I could clean my own house. Um, you know, just the smallest, sweeping the floor. Like I look at how sometimes my floor is being swept, and I'm like, you missed a spot,
Yeah.
So as little as that, people take everything. It seems like everything for granted because you know, driving down the street, um, like everything. If you can just, if people could just think about it and treat their people with love, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you never know when or what gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And my second question to you: do you feel like you was cheated out of everything, or do it feel like that you was spared?
I do not want to feel like I was cheated. Um, I feel like I don't know everything happened for a reason. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm taking it. Like um, 10 years later, I still got custody of my son. I'm still on my own. I'm still able to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I left home at 16 and I slept on my mom's couch twice to take her to the airport, and that's it. Like, um, so I think it could be worse. I think I could have been through so much worse. That's all I can think. You gotta think about it like that. 'Cause if you don't, I don't know. It'll just, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't. I think I was spared to a certain extent because I could not be here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I always say, you know, like you and I practically grew up together and stuff like that, and and I just remember, just I wanted to make you proud. You know, I wanted to gain your acceptance because we was, you know, I would say different grades and stuff like that. You know, I was in the ninth and you was in the 10th or 11th, I believe, one of those. But it was just I always wanted to get your acceptance because you was the coolest cousin I knew. You know, despite our other cousins, but like yeah, it was just you had just that charisma and popularity and stuff, and I had to find myself and had to get things out the mud. But my next question to you was like when all that happened, like I know it was difficult to explain it to everybody who's unfamiliar with it because that's not like cancer, it's not like diabetes and stuff like that. It's not pushing the forefront like that. So was it difficult having to just not educate others but educate yourself on it so you can adjust to it?
First of all, thank you, cuz I appreciate you looking up to me, man. That's real. Um, that's real, and I'm glad we always stay tight.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
real deal. The other to answer your question, I tried to explain, but if not, I just like, man, look it up.
Mhm.
Look it up. You gonna have to look up MS. Look up MS. But the people that's close to me anyway,
Mhm.
they 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 kind of wanted to. They wanted to get familiar with the disease so they can get educated on it to figure out how to help me best, and to figure out what's next.
Mhm.
Come up with a play, and now we here. And I'm still learning. Cause shit, I mean, I'm still learning because every day is different. Every day is, is is not only physical, it's mental too. Cause I'm dealing with a 16-year-old, and on top of that, I'm dealing with, the pain and the other things that come with it, and it's hard, man.
Mhm.
But like I said, it could be worse. So I just try to get everybody to either I'll try to explain it the best way I can, or if that frustrates me, I'll just tell them to look it up, read about it. And if they care about me, they're gonna look it up anyway, just to figure out what I'm going through, you know?
Yeah. And I looked it up too. Richard Pryor passed from that same thing.
Mm.
At first, like back in the early '90s and stuff, it wasn't common. It wasn't in the forefront.
Yeah, they ain't had too much to help.
Treatments and stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
but you a survivor, man, and able to really give us your story today and stuff. Because I believe you the first person that I had on the show that has this condition, and I'm just trying to really give everyone a chance to get educated about it because, like you said, it can happen to you or it can happen to anybody that you love. So you need to have that education on it, that awareness, so you can be able to um, take care of people. Because while we're young, we just think we're invincible. That nothing can happen to us, and that's the huge conception of it.
Yeah.
Huge misconception of it, and just with with my show and my platform, I believe I have just told people about the real depression, not the pity parties, but the real depression when you just feel like you in the dark, you feel like no one cares about you, that you don't have anybody, man.
Yeah.
and and just from my experience, man, and I just let everyone know, like, you think you sad, but you don't know what sad is. You really don't
Right.
know what it's like when your back's against the wall. But
And that's when, like, and I just mentioned, like, taking things for granted, right?
mm-hmm.
Just the ability to stand.
Yeah.
Just the ability to stand and hold that kid. You know, my 5-year-old come in here when he see me, and Daddy, you need me to move your leg? You know,
Mm-hmm.
you need me to, help you. You need me to push you. And that make me feel so good because it's like he don't care about me standing or he just want to be with me.
Mm-hmm.
But I care because I wish I could show him how to ball or
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying. I can of course coach from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying, but it ain't nothing like showing your son like, boy, I was a dog. I crossed you over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But um, uh, just that, just that small ability to stand. When that's taken from you, um, that's a that's a low blow in itself. And to be, strong enough to be like, whatever. But I could see, I could, you know what I'm saying? What can I do? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's I don't even look at the stuff I can't no more because if I looked at everything I couldn't do, then that's when you fall into a depression because you oh I can't
Mm-hmm.
but I actually can. I can do a lot. I think I do more than a lot of males walking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's funny. But um, it's dudes walking, driving, all that. And with no ambition.
Mm-hmm.
So really it don't matter about the physical. Because I guess it starts. It starts. It's a mental.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing. It's a mental game.
Yeah.
So if you're strong enough to deal with stuff like this, then you can do anything, I guess.
Yeah. And that's good because I know what you mean about people who has the abilities to be more mobile than you are, but they lack ambition, they lack drive, they lack the determination, and
Right?
it just it'd be funny because I'm always working. I work every day basically. There's no day off, so people just be asking me like, "Man, do you ever relax? Do you ever take time just to get some R?" And I'm like, "Look, I relaxed it for years.
Right.
Now I'm just at this point now that I gotta keep it going. You know what I'm saying? And, like, should we need things like I look at it like a traffic light. Traffic lights has no day offs. Stop signs don't have no day offs. Shoot, some detectives or police, man, funeral directors, or they always on call. So I have that mentality is that I'm always on call. Just you
Right.
just never know what can pop into your head or what kind of ideas that would happen. So I'm always working.
And what I like about you, cause you actually love what you do.
Yeah.
So if you love what you doing, then it's not really a job. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a job. It's like it's second nature. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Um, so I really admire you. Um,
And thanks, man.
real big, real big from the first episode till now. Like you stayed on it. You consistent. You know what you want. You know, and you're going to get this. You're going to get it. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what's up. And I know our grandparents should be proud, real talk, to see, you know what I'm saying, doing that. Real deal, you know, and our grandfather was the first one with a business,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Brown's Fish Market. I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it with my own eyes, you know. It wasn't just something I heard about from a family member. I was old enough to go and witness it, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
And then to see you where you headed, that's what's up. That's a big up, man. Real deal.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I really don't have. I mean, I remember granddad, but it's like bits and pieces of it, like because I was really young, compared. Because like you was old enough to witness it, but I was old enough to just get a glimpse of it, and I just like I said, I like hear stories about granddad a lot from the people that knew him in the community, or because it was this lady I used to work with, right? And she looked at me, right? So she was just like, "Man, you look so familiar," and I was like, "I do." So she was asking me like, "Who your peoples is?" So I told her who granddad was, and she was like, "I knew it. I knew it. You look like him. You favor him a little bit." And I was like, "Really? I do." So I heard just from everybody who knew him that he was such a good man and how he helped people and stuff like that, and it's just how much of a talker he is. So I believe I carry his talkativeness,
Yeah, he just wanted to tell what he saw, what he seen, what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And he deserved that.
hmm
Some people some people are put in positions to talk to people.
Yeah.
Hey, that's exactly what you're doing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real deal. I salute that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that's funny how you say you you vaguely remember grandpa, but I know you remember when he karate chopped us. He gave us that butter knife and was like, all right, this how y'all do it. Come on. Y'all come on. And he karate chopped both of us.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
I
I
remember
still got
that
this
like
scar. So.
I remember that like it was yesterday. And you know, so it's he was always there. He always worked,
hmm
you know, and he had that spot in front of the TV where he laid on his back,
hmm
you know, and picked his face, you know, like I'm trying to like things that that he did is kind of like stuck. Some of it stuck in my head, you know,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? He was a
Mm.
real man, and I'm glad I was able to see how he moves. You know what I'm saying? And then to see that'd be funny. You have a kid, man.
hmm
You're gonna be a hell of a father.
Yeah.
Like I can see that like right now. You know what I'm saying? Through your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? How you real family oriented.
hmm
So like yeah, there's a lot of traits about down to us, and I'm glad it trickled down to us, man. Because a lot of these kids, a lot of these people lost because they had nobody to look up to. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big up on that for real.
Yeah. Thanks. And I always sit back and think about you know like who the gender or the sex of the baby going to be. But to me, it won't even matter. I just would be happy to just have that title, to have that contribution, because
Right, right,
that's an investment. It's a blessing, but also it's an investment because that's your bloodline. Continuing on, because that's
right,
how we live forever, for real, leaving a
right.
piece on this planet. And I just want to be able to be in a position that I could leave something behind, because we don't get no inheritance. We don't get no none of that.
Right. all we can do. And I wish, I wish we would have got that fish market, and
Oh man.
it still be Brown's Fish Market over there. You know, and a lot of people do remember it too, but
Mm-hmm.
like, dang, man, that'd be tight just to have something with our name on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just have a like a city landmark of it.
Right.
That'd have been so dope. And
But to see how you doing your thing, that's what's up. This gonna turn into something big, man. Real shit, and I'm witnessing it.
man, you know what I wanted to do?
But,
I wanted to make a cartoon, right?
mm-hmm.
Either a comic book or a cartoon and call it Brown Fish Market, and just have our granddad as like the main character, then create some characters, create some customers and stuff like that. Just to keep his legacy alive, man, because he been gone for 20 some years. Like
Yeah.
that was the first funeral I've been to. Because I remember the funeral home he was at. Over there by the hospital, St. Mary's, man. I would never forget. I remember my mom broke the news to me. I didn't know what it was, but Allie was torn apart. And I remember she took us to go view the body first, and it freaked me out because I never saw no one dead before. So I'm over here. I came running to him, was like just moving him, like, "Hey, get up, granddad, get up. You ain't sleep and stuff."
Mm.
And my mom had to grab me, was like, "He can't hear you. He's not here." And that's when I really like had processed it. Like, dang, this is crazy. And I still don't remember his his voice. Shit, I don't even remember Dame's voice, man. But I just try to just keep them alive, just do my work and just by what they taught us, teach other
Right.
people. Have compassion, have work ethic, because he had one hell of a work ethic.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He did. And then he taught you, like, he loved grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
and I remember watching them. That's all I want. I want my relationship to be like he would he would be sitting there eating his food, or say for instance he say something, right,
Mm-hmm.
and then while he talking, he'll take a minute and bite his food. Grandma finish his sentence before he even can stop chewing and tell her what else he was about to say.
Mm-hmm.
That's real love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's real deal. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let this illness stop me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, it's just it's not your final destination, and I can't stop explaining that to people because people let one thing detour them and it's over for them. But that's when you shown like the best of what you're made of. Like it really makes you stronger. What don't kill you really makes you stronger because
It does. It does.
you have just a whole new perspective and just um certain things that used to break you can't break you no more. Like
Right.
you have this acceptance thing. Like it is what it is, but I'm gonna
Right.
keep going.
Right. That's kind of like when you lose. Like, trust me, when you lose one sense,
Hmm.
another sense heightens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I might not be able to walk right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so in tune with other, so many other things. It's like I ain't got time to sit here and be sad because I can't walk no more. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I'm I'm in tune with people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like I'm so cold at so many other things. It's like I really ain't got time to be sad, you know. And then I got therapy twice a week.